Hello friends, welcome to my channel. Let's have a look at problem 2486. Append characters to string to make subsequence. In this video, we're going to share a solution based on character match. So first, I'll read through the problem statement, and then we walk through an example, and finally we share the code. First, the problem statement. We are given two strings S and T consisting of only lowercase English letters. Return the minimum number of characters that need to be appended to the end of S so that T becomes a subsequence of S. So here we emphasize that we are considering subsequence. So this is actually an important assumption for this problem. A subsequence is a string that can be derived from another string by deleting some or no characters without changing the order of the remaining characters. So here are two examples. So in example 2, so T is already a subsequence of S, so return 0. So in example 3 is also very special because the characters have no overlap, so we need to append the whole T to get that T is a subsequence of S. So the length of T actually is what we want to return, is 5 in example 3. And in example 1, so the return is 4. So here is some explanation. So we're going to go into details for this problem, so we ignore to go further here. So let's look at the constraints before we do the analysis. First, the length of S and T are in between 1 and 10 to the power 5. In particular, they are both not empty. Secondly, S and T consist only of lowercase English letters. So with that said, we are ready to do the analysis. So actually for this problem, so this is actually a very routine problem or standard problem. So here the method can be that. So we're going to use characters in S to match those in S, in T. So here not S. So we're going to use let's see, the characters in T. So we are going to T becomes a subsequence of S, right? So we're going to use character in S to match those in T, and we count how many characters can be matched, right? And then the result should be the length of the string T, so minus the matched characters, right? So let's do a walkthrough so to digest this simple idea. So here S is coaching and T is coding, right? So here let's match the characters, right? So C in coding, so can be matched with the first character, that is the two characters at index 0 match. So in this case, we have matched the character is 1. And then we are going to match the O from the coding, right? So still two characters at index 1 matching. So we get this match. So matched character is 2, right? And then we want to match D, so to traverse this S. But you know, there's no D in this S. So we're going to reach the end of this S without finding a D. So the matched characters from S to match those in T is CO, right? So we need to append D, I, and J in order that T is a subsequence of S after the appending operation, right? So the return will be the length of the coding, that is 6, so minus 2, that is 4 is the result. That's the output in example 1. So once we realize this one, so writing the code actually is a straightforward thing. So notice that here, again, the subsequence assumption is essential, right? So now with the idea digest, so we are ready to write the code. So it's actually very simple. So let me use matched characters. So this is the condition. So it's originally 0, right? Then we're going to use mn. So actually we do not need necessarily to introduce this m and n. Let me introduce those two numbers just for convenience of writing. So length of T. And then we're going to use a while loop to do the match. So while m So let me first initialize I equals j equals 0. We can do this because both I and j are integers which are non-mutable. So then what we're going to do is that, well, I less than and, so this is the and, j less than n, right? Once one of those arrive at the end, so we're going to stop, right? So then we're going to do the match. So if si equals tj, so it means there's a character match. So we're going to increment the matched characters by 1. So and then we're going to increment I by 1, j by 1 to do the next round of matching. Otherwise, so we're going to increment I, right? Because we are going to use the letters in S to match in the order of letters in T, right? So after this while loop, so actually we will have a state for the matched characters. Those are the characters can be matched from the original S. Then the remaining one is the ones we need to append in order to satisfy the problem requirement. So we are going to return length of T minus the matched characters. So that's it for this problem. So now let's do a check first. So this this is the second example, right? So let me check the first one also. So let's run this part. Yeah, it passes the first one also. So now let's look at the generic case. Yeah, it passes all the cases. So I guess for this problem, that's it. So actually, so the while loop condition here is add. So it's sort of similar to merging two sorted lists into one sorted list, right? So similar thing. So using to initialize two pointers and then do the while loop. So with that said, I guess that's about it for this video. Thank you.